Hey everybody, welcome to T's Fish Tanks. This is Tom. So on this video, I'm going to be working on draining down my old female guppy tank. Male one, still good. Still got lots of them in there. Been going through my tanks and clearing out most of my guppies, scooping out the males. I'm keeping a lot of them in here. I'm going to see what I end up with. I am shooting on a new phone, so hopefully the video quality is a little bit better on this one. Doesn't mean the tanks are going to look any better, that's for sure. So the fish look great, the tanks look crummy. But anywho, I do have some really cool looking. Oh, there goes my goldfish swimming through the back. Keeping him in there to keep the duckweed down. Anyways, so yeah, the plan is I still got a couple I got to scoop out of here. There's a bunch of red shrimp and a couple that are really red shrimp. See some of them over here. So I got to get all that stuff out of there. Gonna drain this one down, turn this into a shrimp only tank. Maybe some lava rock, and I got some manzanita tree stuff I just boiled up this morning. Let me put that in there with some java moss on it, something like that for them. Not sure what I'm going to put in, if I'm going to do my cherries or my yellows. Yellows over here. I'll show you the blues real quick. They are having some babies in here now, so that's good news. Here's one of the little babies next to one of the bigger ones there. There's another one back in there. A couple over in here. I don't think it's going to zoom or focus on them though. So I got to figure this one out still too, guys. So bear with me. But anyways, no, yeah, over to the yellow. On the other hand, this one's loaded all over. I mean, on the stick, on the filter back there. I mean, I counted well over 100 in here the other day, and that was I know they're still having them all over. I mean, you can see them just everywhere. I can go in and poke that grass up there a little bit and they come out just swarming out of it. But I'm really excited for that. I'm glad these are coming good. But I don't know if I want to shock them by moving them. Because I got a lot of buried females and stuff in here that I don't want to send into shock or anything and have them throw the eggs. But I think I probably got more of a straight good breed of these right now than I do really of my cherries as far as quantity. I got a lot of cherries around. I go through all my tanks and pick through and find stuff. I got a lot of nice cherries I can put in, but maybe I'd be better off to just go through and cull those couple of tanks out, get my red really tank going and my cherry shrimp tank going a little bit better. Then maybe I'll do one of my other 55s. Maybe I got another one down here I could do into another shrimp tank. I could clear the goldies out and do something with them. And then I also got a 65 over here that I could possibly clear out a little bit, and a couple angelfish in there. But yeah, so anyways, there's that other tank that I got yellows in, and also the oh, there's one right over here actually, the crystal black, I think he said it was, or oh sure, now he turns it so we can't see him. Oh, there's one up here though. These are some culls that a friend had of some caradinas that I put in this tank with the neos to see if my water parameters would suit having both in the same tank, and so far it's working, so that's all good. Anyways, back to this one. So yeah, I'm gonna drain this down and get going on it, and I'll be back in a little while and we'll see how we're going. If you get a chance, click like and subscribe, please. I appreciate it. Thank you. Be back in a bit. Alrighty, so we got her all drained down. I got all the shrimp and everything out. Did the cull on those. Ended up with a few cherries, a lot more red willies in here than I thought there was. That were decent. Had a lot that went into the cull tank. Some that I even took up and threw in the 75 upstairs. See if they make it up there or not. I do have a puffer up there, so he likes to tend to snack on them if you can find them. There were quite a few small ones. There's a lot of cover up there, so they might be alright for a while. Anyways, I gotta finish taking this down, clean it out. I think I'm gonna paint the back. I don't know if I'm gonna do just black or I don't know. Maybe try to do some clouds in blue or something, but that's gonna be too much work. I think I'll just do it black. I may still have some of the stuff that I put on the back of this, which is like it's not sticky, but it's like the cling stick stuff that you use for like shower doors or bathroom windows and stuff like that. You can get it in big sheets at home improvement stores. Big rolls, I should say. Take that and cut it down and put it on the back. This one's actually the wrong way. It should be going vertically like this, I guess. So it's called waterfall or something like that. But put it on the back. It does work pretty good. I mean, you can see my blinds and stuff through it, so it does let some light through, but it does kind of block it out on the back. I do think I still have a piece big enough to do this. I might have to check. So anyways, I got some manzanetti, whatever, tomato. Everybody's gonna call it something different, I guess, but got some manzanita branches here that I gotten off of Craigslist. I got a bunch of them. Somebody had them for wedding decorations or something, if I remember correctly. And I got a whole bunch of it for pretty cheap, actually. And these ones are actually cut down a little bit. They were a lot bigger than that, but I know they still have the bark stuff on them. I have boiled them, so they've been cooked. But I put them in before in other tanks, some smaller branches, and they do get kind of fuzzy and nasty looking. But I'm hoping maybe putting those in here with just shrimp anyways, that maybe that'll help keep it under control. So, and I've got this under here is all the moss, Java moss and stuff that I'm going to be using to put on top of the trees. And then I've got some of these dwarf sage or whatever it is. Here I got a bunch of this that I might put in around through in here. I think I'd mentioned my plan is I want to put some of those trees over here and some over here. Maybe a little bit of a opening in the middle area in here. I got a visitor. Hi, Beans. Beans. Okay. Well, camera shy, I guess. Anyways, that's one of the cats. But yeah, and I'm not sure. Those are long enough. They're not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to elevate it much. So I think I'm going to have it pretty close to a flat tank on the bottom. I mean, obviously, I'm going to have some gravel and a little bit of aqua soil. I might mix in there, some rock, some bigger black rock. I think I don't know. I might do black sand because that's really going to show the yellow shrimp. Well, it does the cherries too, but anyways, got some more work to do right now, and I got to get ready to head out. It's actually Easter Sunday, so if you're catching this, well, this isn't gonna be out till after. So hope you had a good Easter. Anyways, yeah, I'll be back after. I'll be back at some point, and we'll keep going and see how it works out. Alrighty, quick update. So I have this other 55 over here that needs the top put back on them and the bottom. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it or not, but right now I am, because I'm using it for a layout for the tree things I'm doing. The sponge filters in there and stuff, just get an idea of how I'm going to lay it out. See, I'm super gluing them down onto just some broken floor tile. I got those ones, I got these two over here. And I don't know if this is necessarily where they're going to go in. Those three are all on the same piece. Down on the bottom there. I got these three little cluster here I got drying. A little small group. And then those other ones over here, those two. They're on 2 different pieces, but so I got those set to dry. I'm gonna let those dry, and then later tonight or tomorrow I'll get into doing some more with that. So be back in a bit. Hold tight. Alrighty, so we got her all cleaned out. Cleaned it out, and then I did end up putting that shower stuff or opaque window covering type stuff on the back. So rather than painting it, that was going to take too long. So yeah, I'm going to get started on putting this together here. It's obviously still early in the fish room. All the lights are off. So I just got the overhead light, and I just plugged that 4-footer or that LED shop light that I normally have on there. I just plugged that in a separate outlet so I can light this up for now. So let me get the camera set up on the side over here a little bit, and we'll start rolling and watch me put some of this together and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to try not to get in the way too much here, but got the tree things put in here. I've got some gravels and aqua soil and stuff I'm going to mix together. I don't know if I'm going to do the black sand thing. So let me start out. You know what? Actually, hang on a sec. Before I do that, I'm going to have to get ready to do some airlines. I'm going to go from the main up here. I'm going to run some airlines down so I can start doing sponge filters in these tanks on the ends here on both of these 55s. So for today, I'm going to have to just hurry up and drop a couple in there real quick for this one down here right now anyways. Then I can get the sponge filters set in the corners, and well, actually that's got to be after anyways. So we'll start putting some trees in and see what happens. And then we'll come back and do the sponge filters or something a little bit later. But I'm going to start putting these tree things in here and we'll see what it looks like. Alright. So like I said, I had that other 55 over here that I was kind of test fitting. I was thinking I kind of came up with, I gotta keep enough room in this back corner for the sponge filter. So see, that's what that's gonna set that back here so I have an idea. It's gonna be in here someplace anyways. Move that over a little bit. Yeah, that looks alright. Got this big one. I got a bigger sponge filter I'm going to run in that corner. So, oh no. Oh. Well, looks like I have to re-glue that on there. Alright. Damn it all. I probably should have just done it in here to start with. But, whatever. We'll figure it out. I got more super glue. I think this one was like that, I think. Actually, this way a little bit more. I'm gonna have to have it back like that for a little bit while I glue her down. Again. See, I took a little bit of that foam batting stuff and put that around on the bottom of some of them. It seemed to actually hold pretty good. Where I didn't have it is where it ended up coming apart there. So I may end up see if I can stuff a couple little pieces in there. All I did is just take a little bit of that, roll it up, wad it up, kind of. This is where it gets messy and sticky, and you end up with it all over your hands and everything else. But stuff one corner down in there, and then just kind of push it down. See if I can get some in on this other one. Yeah, just take a little piece of it, roll it up, and this is just the. Go to the fabric store and you get the quilt batting stuff. Fiber fill, batting, whatever you want to call it. And the super glue sticks into that really good, and then that sticks to whatever else you're putting it to. And it generally holds pretty good. That's what you can see on these ones over here. And then sometimes I'll come back and just put a little bit of extra glue right on top. This is the gel super glue. The liquid stuff soaks into this stuff really quick, but I tend to stick to the gel super glue myself. But just kind of work it down. Oh, sorry, you probably can't see that anyways. It's all dirty right there. Put a little drop on there and just kind of push it so it goes into it a little bit. All right, so we'll keep those there. Now I'm going to have to take a break before I can start putting anything else in as far as gravel and stuff. But I got this other little clump of small ones here that I think I like sitting maybe in there someplace. Just got to put them in and move them around and figure out what looks good and what doesn't. What have you. I like the idea of this one kind of hanging over that way. Keeps this nice and open back here, but I'm afraid it's going to fill up the front too much. If I did it like this, I don't know if I can get the filter out of there without trimming some branches. Don't really want to do that either. So, that I think I can deal with if I got one little branch here I can snip off, and I think I'll be alright. And then maybe set that in like that. There we go. Yeah, kind of like how that's sitting. This is crooked. Let's see if I can get that a little bit straighter up and down. Stay there. Okay. Yeah, that's going to have to sit a while to dry up. A couple little sticks here I want to take off, and maybe I can get that one back in there. Yeah, like that. Filter. I'm gonna have to take this one off.
that little branch there off. Now I can get that filter in and out if I need to for cleaning. Granted, that'll be sitting up on soil a little bit like that. That one's tilted too, isn't it? I guess that one probably was crooked before. Alright. Well, I guess I can probably start putting some soil in on this side. Like I said, it's just kind of some gravel and aqua soil and stuff that I have. I'm going to just kind of mix it all together. I'm trying to pick out some of the bigger rocks so I don't end up dropping them in there right now, but I might throw them in later. But you get the idea anyway. We'll just got my little scoop thing over here I can use, I think. One-gallon iced tea containers work great for scoops for cleaning out the tanks too. That's what I was using to clean all the gravel and stuff out. So they work pretty good. Get some rock in here and hold this down. See what happens. As far as the planting, though, I'm not 100% what I'm going to do on that. I mean, obviously, I know I'm going to do the Java moss on the trees here and stuff, but I'm still debating on if I'm going to do any kind of ground cover or just have it gravel on the bottom and just have the trees be the cover for the shrimp and everything. They like to pick into the gravel and stuff like that too, so I know that isn't going to be too bad for them. But stuff my head in here for a minute. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get some more soil, but I got some more here. I gotta go through and put some more in there. So I'll do that, and after that sets up for a while, I can get some rock on that side. So I got to do some trimming so I can get that filter in and out of there. Or I'll probably pull the trees out a little bit once the super glue sets. It's kind of holding it right now. So once that sets, I'll pull that out and get some more gravel on that side. And then, yeah. My big worry about putting anything in the foreground or any of the dwarf sage like I was talking about, I was planning on putting in. This stuff here is sometimes it gets long and it has to get trimmed. And I don't know accessibility. Coming in with my scissors, I can get in probably most of it. Let me check here quick. I have my usual pair of trimming scissors, just cheap ones, but if I can get in here, get in on the front, most all of this. I can get in down here. Here, there'll be some filter. Coming from this side, see if I can get most all of that. Okay. So yeah, I guess I could probably get some in there. It'd be kind of nice to have that little carpeting effect on the bottom like I have in some of these other tanks with that stuff. Which you can't really see right now because none of the lights are on. But I can show you later. I got that stuff in some of these that has literally just carpeted the whole tank. But I'd have to keep it trimmed down really short to kind of match the trees. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Or do I just glue the moss on the trees and fill it all the way up with water and leave the gravel on the bottom? I may do that. Then you'll be able to see the shrimp running around. I'll think about it here while I'm sorting rocks or something. So anyways, with that, we'll get some more stuff done here and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at it in a little bit. Alright? Alrighty, so I decided to drain it. I put water in it, drained it down. And then I put some moss on that just to check it out, see how it's going to work. None of that's actually even glued down. It's just kind of tucked in and twisted around. I'm going to have to put a lot more on there, but I want to be sure I have enough in there to do those ones, and then I'll go back through and fill in some more where I can and fill it in better. But yeah, I think that's going to work pretty good. I think I'm just going to leave the bottom rock. We just leave it gravel. Maybe I'll clear a little spot down the middle here and put a little sand path or something in there. But other than that, yeah, I think I'm going to kind of just leave it like this. Still got to do the air lines for the sponge filters and stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to let this one sit for a little while. Let some of the stuff in the gravel leach out. That was actually all gravel from my pond. So there's kind of some nasty stuff in there. But I filled it up first time. She was pretty cloudy and drained it down, and filled it up this time, and it's pretty good. But I'm gonna let it sit for a while, and then I'm gonna drain it down, and then maybe I'll click on the record button when I do the moss on this other side over here and start filling that one in so you can see that, and then we'll take a look at her when she's all done. I'll fill her back up again, and we'll take a look. So be back in a bit. Hey everybody, be sure you click the like and subscribe button if you get a second. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Alright, so just real quick, I'm going to tap and put in some of these air fittings. I got it set here for tanks 9 and 10, which is this one, and 10 is the one I'm working on down there. I'm just going to tap these ones quick while I'm up here for 9 too. So basically you just drill in. Drill in over here. I did shut the pump off. I unplugged the air. Alright. Just like that. Then we pull the drill bit out. Then you can just take these fittings, you turn the valve to the side, you open the chuck up a little bit. You want to have a pretty good variable speed drill to do this, so you can go at it slow. Tighten it in there a little bit, line it up. There it goes. Oh. I get it started in usually, and then I'll twist her in by hand to get it lined up nice. The way I want it. That one's off, that's fine. I don't need air to that one right now. Back it off, take that out. There's two. Gotta turn these sideways. Yeah, and just put the barbed end that you're gonna put the hose on. Put that in there. Tighten it down on there. Get it started in. Take the chuck off. I think I can get another twist in there, so I'm going to go all the way around. Throw this last one in there quick. And now these two for 10. I actually have the air lines all down to the filters down there, so I'm going to plug these in right now. Uh-oh. Well, I had them. One of them dropped. Where did it go? Alright, yeah. That's going to be a little bit of a pain. So, anyways, that's how you do that. I'm going to feed this back down through, and I'll we'll come back down and take a look at the tank down here. Alright, so got the air line strung back up there and got the air pump stuff back on. I don't have it turned on in that tank right now, but you can see I threw some of the moss on the trees on the left hand side there. Look pretty good. Like I said, I want to be sure I have enough of the moss to cover the other side, then I'll go back and fill in. So just figured I'd video a little bit of this quick and show you kind of how I was doing it. Like I said, I was fortunate enough, I got quite a bit of Java moss from a local gentleman, and so I had a pretty good amount of it. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera set up a little bit better there. Alrighty. So yeah, well, I'll come over here now. I'm gonna have to speak up a little bit more, I guess. So I was just see what I got left here. I might have to pull from some other places too, but basically just taking the chunks of the Java moss, starting in the back on the bottom where I can, kind of feeding it in, rolling it around it, twisting it around, back and forth, whatever I can. But I'm not actually, I haven't glued any of that down, and it held up pretty good filling it up, so I think I'm going to go with that, and hopefully it'll just take off and grip itself and do what it needs to do. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough moss and all this stuff now. Might have to do this a little more sparingly on this side, I guess. We're just kind of trying to wind it around some of the branches and stuff where I can. Said I was planning on using super glue, but I started doing it this way and it started working pretty good, so that side over there seems to be holding, so I think I'm just going to run with it. And see what happens from there, I guess. That didn't work. If this don't work and I end up having to glue everything down or whatever, I'll probably do an update or something on it and let everybody know anyway. So I'm not going to say, oh, it worked great, and end up being the one that had to redo everything. So you see my videos before, you know I don't, if I do something wrong, I'll let you know. We all got to learn somehow. So but I don't know that I want to bore you with all of this right now, putting all this on, so maybe I'll stop this for a little while, use up what I got. I might end up having to pull a little bit off from that side, thin that side out a little bit so I can make sure it looks at least even. But yeah, you can see how that's going. Gotta go in and clean it up a little bit more, but from up above, just kind of taking it in and twisting it around where I can and stuff like that, and twist it around the branches or stuff like that, and hopefully it'll all take off. This side is pretty thick. This is the other side over here, so I can probably come in here and take quite a bit of this out, and yeah, like that that piece and stuff. I mean, that would be enough to probably do most all that branch area over there if I hadn't just dropped it in the water. But anyways, so yeah, I'll keep going on this real quick, get this filled in some more, and then maybe get the water in it, and then I'll come back and we'll see how it looks. Alright. Alrighty. Well, there it is, all done. I actually ended up having more moss in that thing than I thought I did. It filled in that side, I think probably good enough for now anyways.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, if I'm gonna drain it down and glue it anyway. So I'm gonna let it run for a couple days like this and see what happens, and then I think I'm gonna do that before I put any shrimp in anyways. I do have the air going in. See the sponge filter working in the corners. It is pretty cloudy and bubbles all over the glass, of course, because it just got filled up. So, and ironically, I got done filling it up, sitting there looking at it for a minute, and over here I see this little twitch. I had a little baby red cherry shrimp in there. Must have been stuck in the moss or something down in that tank thing there for a few days. But so I scooped him out and put him over in actually my Skittles tank, or my cold tank, Skittles tank. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of unique, I think. I think it's going to be kind of interesting. Anyway, sorry about having my fender in the way there. Used to wear the new lenses on the camera here, but yeah. So this is going to be my 55-gallon. Pretty sure I'm going to put the yellows in there. 55-gallon yellow shrimp tank. So hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching, and be sure to click like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Be sure to hit the bell notification. And then we'll see you next time. Take care. This is Tom with T's Fish Tanks. Bye.